I hate doing intros, but what's good, YouTube? Back with another video. Today we're going to be doing a what if anime had bounties video. Me and the homies picked characters and gave them bounties, and everyone else had to try to guess and see what they would give them. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe. Y'all know the little spill. And with that being said, enjoy the video, bro. Peace.
Let's go. So y'all know it's me, right? So you already knew who I was choosing first. But what do y'all think Yusuke Urameshi's bounty would kind of be at? And for the viewers, just know that this is kind of comparing to the One Piece world, of course. So we try to keep their bounties close to people in One Pieces. But where would you put this Yusuke's bounty at? I feel like this is a hard to start one.
I feel like this boy's bounty definitely got to be in the billion. Somewhere in the
$1
billion.
bounty? Okay.
Yeah, I feel like it's got to be up there in the billions.
Khalil, any thoughts?
Yeah, I'd put him around maybe the 1.5, the 2 billion bounty berry.
Mm-hmm.
I think he compares very fairly to someone in the future around that range in the One Piece universe.
Yeah. I specifically for this one, I just looked up Luffy's bounty and I kind of put it around this range, and I was like, I'm gonna match him because my boys like that, so I ain't want to disrespect them, so I put him around this range. For the next one, we got Julius from Black Clover. This is a hard bounty to pick from. So Ant, where you thinking Julius's bounty gonna be around?
Knowing Julius's character, I kind of feel like his bounty has to be pretty high just from his powers alone.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as far as him, if we're going off of One Piece,
Of course.
seeing he won't be, killing people and civilians and stuff, and that goes into your bounty, as we saw with Fee and Useless Kid. I'm gonna say it's like 3 billion, like in that 3 to 4 range. I'm gonna say like 350.
I feel like he gotta be at least around the 10. I don't remember all the bounties in One Piece by heart, but I think I'd put him up at like 10 billion. This man is worth a lot to a country. He's kind of like Ace. Like whatever Ace's bounty was at, I feel like his bounty has to be at it or higher. But that's my guess. You got any guesses, Khalil?
Honestly, Julius being as powerful as he is, I could see him probably around the Goldie Roger range. That's about I think Goldie Roger's like around 5 billion, 5.5 billion. So I could see him being around there.
Okay. Well, Amaru, you want to explain?
Yeah, to be completely honest, I put him at 2 billion, but I obviously haven't seen all the way through One Piece, so I didn't know what Goldie Roger's jump was. But like everybody was kind of going off of, is this man is like, Mike was saying it too, is so important to his own country, and just his time magic alone, he'd be able to control so many situations and get himself to a lot of places within a short amount of time. And this, granted, especially now, it's like if we were to put him in the One Piece world, he theoretically wouldn't really have a whole country to defend. It would just be his small crew. I feel like he'd be able to do a lot more without having to try to protect others.
Beware the time fruit.
Hey.
I think that's a good one. So we got Isen. This is a Khalil and Amari question for sure. So Amari, where would you put Isen?
This guy here is like a master manipulator, and like his ability nonetheless to allowing people to look at him and immediately be put into an illusion. I'd say like he gotta be at least 1 billion.
I mean, I think I would guess about a 1 billion. By the way you guys describe Isen, I think a billion. I'm gonna agree with Amari for sure for this one. What you thinking, Ant?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Just from what we've seen from Isen and like the whole how they do the modern debate with Isen, I was thinking like maybe 1 to 2 billion, maybe 3.
All right,
So, yeah.
Khalil head. All right, you gotta explain yourself, my boy.
All right, so I put Eisen at the 6 billion range, which is obviously a lot more than the Goldie Roger bounty, who was the highest in One Piece history. But I mean, it's a given considering Eisen manipulated his entire universe, so to say, and he basically planned Ichigo's life. So how do you really, how else do you really reward a man? Like, yeah, exactly. How do you measure it? A man who manipulated the universe, other than giving him the highest bounty possible compared to the One Piece universe.
I think that's fair.
Yeah, like I said, it's a mastermind, so I gotta give him that.
Yeah, and he's super broken. Like, if he were to go rogue and decide to take over the One Piece world, he'll do it.
All right. Ant chose Baji. Now this is an interesting one. Where you putting them at, Amari?
Oh man, this is good, but my man is only a human, no power. I'd say, ooh, snap! Wait a second. Can't I don't want to do him dirty, but like, is he beating Chopper? I think he's 10.
Damn! Oh, gave that man a 10 bounty. That's crazy. I ain't gonna lie, I was gonna give him at least 1,000. But Amari does make a good point. Chopper had a 50 berry bounty, but she might be under Chopper. Khalil?
Oh man, 24.
Oh, that's tough.
I'm just saying, because I don't see him beating Chopper as is, and as you already mentioned, Chopper has a pretty low bounty.
Yeah,
he's definitely in the double digits.
Yeah,
no more
but see, now to be fair, they're making a mistake with Chopper's bounty, but it's still a running joke. That's why I'm gonna give him 1,000. But I see what you mean. But explain yourself.
I think his bounty would have been pretty high because, again, we have to base it off of, if we're basing it from One Piece, Baji could have been running havoc and doing stuff in a different part of One Piece in general and got his bounty from something else. And I feel like Baji had a really good, his fighting ability was really good, and his mentality as a person. So I feel like his bounty would have been pretty high until he ran against the Straw Hats, kind of like that, I forgot his name, but that guy in the arc with the spring legs, kind of like him.
Oh,
he was running havoc until he met Luffy, and then it was like, got humbled. You know what I mean? Yeah. One of those type of deals. So I feel like he would have had a pretty decent bounty.
Moving on, we got the sweet Raphael. We're gonna start flying through these a little bit more. I feel like we take it too long. So where y'all putting Raphael's bounty at?
To be honest, at where she is now, I'd say 250,000.
250?
Like she's decent enough.
Yeah. I'm gonna agree with you on this one. I can't give her too low of a bounty because she was very useful in her town, and kind of, your bounty kind of goes off of where you're at. So I'm gonna give her. I think I agree with you. And you want to explain yourself?
I picked low because outside of I did forget a little bit about the abilities, like her smoke screens and all that stuff. But I did pick low outside of, if we're talking about, again, like in One Piece, I feel like in the beginning of her story, unless she got found by somebody else, she would have been kind of like, what's that place? Should have been a slave.
Mm-hmm.
So outside of that, I don't think she would have been that strong because there's no character that really boost, kind of like Alpha Me. You know what I mean? The boost off of, she would have to do it on her own. And I don't really see her going that far on her own. I feel like she would have been still a decent swordsman, and as a character, I don't think she would have had a higher bounty than Nami, which is why I kind of put it in that same range. From where I've seen Nami right now, I think the bounty is like close. I think.
All right.
So that's why I put it like in the same range as Nami.
I'm not too mad at it. I just feel like if I look at some One Piece bounties and I see her this high, or where she's at, I feel like I'll be a little bit mad. But all right, so Tsukasa, where y'all putting him at in the One Piece world? Amari, you want to start it off?
All right.
I'm gonna get you all the hard ones.
Dang, that's ridiculous because I already did Baji dirty, is what I'm learning. But I guess if to redeem myself from that and kind of think about it, this man was kind of supernatural and he definitely is stronger than Baji. So I'd say 10,000. Why not? Well, he threw a tree.
Yeah, I was about to say he definitely threw a tree. Like
man threw a whole tree. So let me bump him up to about maybe 100,000. There we go. We'll multiply it.
Khalil?
Or
no,
might be
no.
wild.
Ant.
For his bounty, I think that he would probably have maybe like a 85 to 100,000 bounty, maybe 150. I feel like mentality goes a lot into where you get your bounty from, as we saw with Useless and Luffy again. Luffy's was lower than Useless just because he killed people.
Didn't kill. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Fair enough.
Exactly. So it's put it that way.
Khalil. Yeah, to say
That's
the
tough.
chopper bounty. Explain yourself.
Well, like
You
it was
worse than
earlier,
me.
it was mentioned earlier, he did throw a tree, and that's cool, but he's still not doing much to a lot of these people with the higher bounties. So I had to think of it as, can he beat Chopper? And I think Chopper claps him. Granted, you mentioned that they are making a mistake with Chopper's bounty.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, didn't know that. So I was just going off of, can he beat Chopper?
Yeah,
I still don't think so.
it's a running joke. Chopper's bounty is not supposed to be that low. But
It's
a
definitely
running
not.
joke. Yeah.
They just see him as a pet. That's
They,
why.
yeah, they
Didn't it
think
go
he's
up to
just a
100?
pet.
Yeah.
I think
Didn't it go up to 100?
I don't remember what it went up to. I just know it keeps going up really low because they literally think he's just a pet. But
Yeah, it's a solid 100 now.
Show Tucker. And what would you give Show Tucker's bounty? The
Man,
villain
Show
himself?
Tucker?
Yes.
Show Tucker's bounty? That's tough. I want to give him a 0.
What you mean?
I want to give him a 0, but just from
You
what he
know
did and how he is as a character, I'm gonna give him at least 50. He got to be on the Chopper, in my opinion.
I'm gonna just
I
quickly
ain't
show
even gonna
Amari's number.
Oh nah.
You wanna
They need to
explain
change
yourself?
his post to the dead.
Bruh, this man would be doing it to everybody that has a devil fruit. I'm just saying, he'd be the ultimate fusion technique for anybody. He'd be like, "Oh, you can't eat 2 devil fruit? I'll show you what it's like to have 2 devil fruit, though." So that's why I'm less like, even though he can't fight, that the mind power alone is just
Yeah, power to mind. I get it. But that has been our video. If you like the video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. If you agree or disagree with any of the bounties, go ahead and let us know down below. Show us your character and the bounty that you gave them and tell us why we were wrong, and we might argue back with you. Catch y'all in the next video. Peace.